canvassing gear today because I'll be canvassing after this. This jacket is probably the ugliest jacket you'll see on a politician, but you get me wet or sweaty, I'll get wet today out there, and I come to a door with my hair down and just looking mopish, I get a vote every time I go to that. You watch. Thanks for everyone for coming out today. Welcome to the 11th District. Like Jim said, you're in the 11th right now. Robinson High School, we spent a couple election days here having fun. I live right down the road at the Parkway. And we're having a great time doing this stuff. I just want to share with you, I guess, quickly, a practical moment I had as a candidate. You guys all know this is the first time I've ever done this. I'm a lawyer by trade. Never run for an office before. And I had something happen recently that I think really sums up, I guess, where I'm at in the campaign, where I hope you're all at. We got some mailings from Tom Davis a few weeks back, not very long ago. They're the slick kind of fancy campaign mail that costs a lot of money. My fellow Walkinshaw who works with us tells us how much that stuff costs. It costs a lot. And they were paid for at your expense. They said right on there, paid for at taxpayer expense. And I looked at that, I'm a taxpayer. Wait a minute, I don't want to pay for a bail against me. And I'm sure you don't either, to pay for Tom Davis. Now, I know that fellow's got $2 million in the bank, too, so why am I paying for mail to defeat me in an election? If y'all saw the mailings, they look exactly like what Hill said. They took off the November 7th and vote for me and left it all the same. So this is not something that was informative to us. It was Tom Davis is a great guy. Tom Davis, cured cancer. Tom Davis loves puppies. Those kind of things. And we all got those. And then I also got a phone call and talked about what a great guy Tom Davis was and how he's going to solve all the problems again. And I thought, I don't really like this. So what I thought I'd do, one thing my campaign is long on is lawyers. Because I'm a lawyer, I've got more lawyers than I do it. So I asked one of those lawyers and said, what's this all about? Go figure out what the rules on this and come back and tell me. So he ran out, my buddy, he looked at some rules, he came back and said the lay of the land. I told him to my campaign manager, and he said, Andy, he sat me down, he said, look, Andy, you can chase your tail on this one, you can fight this, but this is just how it works. I mean, I know there's rules there, and he's probably broken a few and pushed a lot of them, but this is how DC works. This is a fight you can't win. Don't bother with that. Go knock on a few more doors. Just sit down and be quiet, Andy. And as usual, I did. I listened to what he tells me. And then I was sitting, and I'm not kidding you. This isn't like an Alger Hiss moment, but it was fairly dramatic. The pin was sitting on the table. I was sitting there. The Snoopy pin, we did this when we started, before we had all the pros involved, and it says something different. And I sat there and thinking, I got into this thing to fight this guy. I don't believe in the things he believes in. I wouldn't vote with George Bush 90% of the time. I don't think the Iraq War is a good idea. I don't believe in taking Medicare away from seniors. And I don't believe in the things he does when he practices his craft. I don't believe in using taxpayer money to fund my campaign. And I'm going to do something about it. I'm not going to sit down and do nothing, and I don't care if it gets nowhere. I know the press didn't care, no one cared. And I sat there, and I personally drafted a complaint against that guy, and I took him and my 3-year-old, because I was a little bit afraid these guys might lock me up. And I personally went down to Congress, I found the room, the commission that governs these, and I filed a complaint against that guy. There's things I can do. I'm going to fight him on the things I believe in, every one of them. And if he doesn't like hearing it, he better get used to it. When he does these arrangements like ICG, where his wife and his friends peddle access to him, he's going to hear about it. He can bend and break every rule. He can push every envelope. And this fellow's the chair of the House Government Reform Committee. He's supposed to be a role model. And instead, he's the one breaking the rules. So no, that's not going to, on my watch, that's not going to happen. I'm going to fight everyone, and it can be ignored. When I went down to this place, I'm not kidding you. It's tucked away in some godforsaken hallway in this monstrous building. I opened the door, I said, I'd like to follow up the pin. The guy said, what? I said, I brought 4 copies on the rules. He said, okay, I'll take your word for it. And he probably took it and buried it in some cabinet. But I don't care. Every fight this guy picks, he's going to get it from me. So I wanted to tell you that. That's what I can do. And I'll tell you, when you're here today, you're looking at people today. Judy Feder, Jim Webb, me, people who, and Jim Moran, who decided a long time ago that they don't believe in the leadership they're getting. And this is what they can do about it. They can run against these people and fight. You're all here today because you don't believe in the leadership you're getting. You're dissatisfied with George Bush. You're dissatisfied with George Adams. You don't like what Tom Davis is doing in this country, and you want to do something about it. That's what I'm doing. challenge today. What are you going to do about it? What moment are you going to have? What are you going to look down on and do to change these circumstances? We all can't canvas. We all can't do every filmmaker. We can all do something. No car here should leave without a web sticker on it, without a Fader sticker on it, a Hurst sticker on it, a Moran sticker. Every yard here. Everyone here can make anything. I'll tell you, my wife, who really, when I went to talk to her about this to begin with, she rolled her eyes and, oh, here we go. She wears that dopey Hurst t-shirt everywhere she goes. And I can't... I'm not kidding, because people ask her and she'll chew their ear off. But then once they ask, boy, I get out of the way. But you can all do something like that for our campaigns. And it's not just for us, it's for all of us. We're here fighting a fight together, and everyone here can do something with it. James Walkinshaw is running a great campaign of mine. Get involved in any way you can. But thanks so much for all you're doing, and we're going to work together to win it.